watching TVC News at 7. Journalist and activist Agba Jalingo, who was released from detention in Cross River State 3 days ago, is back to Lagos.
Indeed, Mr. Jalingo, who spent 179 days at the correctional center, was welcomed by his fellow journalists and then recounted his experience. Also speaking on some of the allegations levied against him, like terrorism and treason, he says at the appropriate time, he will reply the governor. The man in the eye of the storm is right here with us in the studio. Agba Jalingo, good evening and thank you for finding time to come.
It's good to be here after a very long time.
You have more or less become a household name, so congratulations. But it took 179 days in detention to make that happen. Tell us, how was it?
Well, it was a mixed feeling. It wasn't, one side of the coin, it wasn't fun. At the other side, it was a huge lesson. I think I went on a 6-month course and I came back with a lot of experience. And then on the other side, I must say that the conditions in prison are very horrifying. They are less than human. And at the right time, we will begin to serialize our experience in prison. I'm writing my book already. I've started writing my prison memoirs, and I'm sure that it's going to be very salacious for the public.
At some point, did you have that fear that you would not taste freedom outside the cell?
No, the worst expectation was that I would be in jail for 3 years until Governor Ayade leaves office and I will be released. That was the worst I was expecting, and I was prepared for it mentally.
So I saw one of Governor Ayade's interview, and he said the issue you have currently has nothing to do with the Cross River State. He mentioned that it was a case between you and the federal government, and it has to do with the protest that held in Lagos.
Well, in that interview, the following day, the governor came and retracted some of the things he said. I'm on TV. I want to also be cautious with my language, but I should tell the public that my governor is used to lying. That was a lie. And it's cowardice to arrest a man and then turn around to deny that he did not arrest him. I thought that he was a very courageous man. He's a professor, and he should be able to own up to his actions. The governor ordered my arrest. He promised he was going to arrest and lock me up long before August 22nd when I was arrested, when I raised the issue of the 4.3 billion naira that he withdrew from the local government funds to fund his campaign. And when I asked him that question privately, he got upset with me, and that was where my problem with him started. Because, to be frank, the governor is my brother, he's my friend, like he said himself, and I supported his administration for 4 years. But after 4 years, I knew the governor did not have any direction. First and foremost, from the beginning of his budget titles, budget of deep vision, budget of Olympotic meristamesis, budget of kinetic crystallization, budget of all those empty buzzwords. I knew that this 1 billion, even Lagos, that earns 33 billion naira every month, hasn't got the budget.
I know that you can go on and on and on and on. And then I understand that your relationship with the governor had turned so. But let's turn for a minute to the attention that your detention has brought to justice for journalists, and the fact that you should not lock someone behind bars for just too long a time. What are your thoughts along this?
I just want to congratulate the media both in Nigeria and across the world, because the CPJ in particular, the Committee to Protect Journalists, and of course the Time magazine and all media organizations that rose up, I think they lashed on the occasion of my incarceration to send a very clear message to power that journalists must be allowed to do their work, that without journalism, democracy will not grow. And I'm very proud of my profession. I'm very proud of my colleagues like you and every other person, TVC in particular, and every other media organization that rose up to say, no,
I hope
we're
you're
not going to tolerate
back
all of this.
Are you out
I'm
for
actually
real
not afraid of going back to jail. What I'm afraid of is that at every point in time, Nigerians should be able to rise up to pay the price to defend this democracy. I need to tell you, I was one of those who carried placards to ask that Abacha should go. I was a young teenager. I was also a secretary of June 12 coalition at the point. I don't know where Governor Ayade was then. He wasn't in politics. We grabbed this space from the military. We were the ones that struggled for this space from the military. And then people who were not there just appeared from nowhere, benefiting from our struggle.
We're going to find time
and today
to
they
talk
want to chase us out.
more about this. 179 days, I must say for the records, you don't look like what you've been through. Congratulations.
I don't look like what I've been through because I found time out there to make myself happy. I was trying to exercise myself and make sure that nothing puts me under stress. I think that must have contributed.
Journalist and activist Agba Jalingo, thank you for finding time to come this evening.
God bless you.